What is going on, gents? It's RPM here, coming at you with another episode of Hockey Mask Time. Now, this article was sent to me by Deadly Raver, and it was put out on 7/5/19. Now, as you look at this article and read it, it's actually the court case that they're talking about. However, let's get into it. Man kills wife, tells 4-year-old daughter to quote unquote find mummy before killing child. Now, gentlemen, we all know how I feel when children are the collateral damage in cases like this. Yeah, some men go all the way, like the guy that I talked about the other day who killed. Wow. You guys really wanted him to get that perfect score of 30. So yes, and I would agree with you. So yes, the Pakistani guy, he does in fact get a perfect score. But in this case, like I said, children tend to be collateral damage. Now, when women kill their kids, it's not the child being collateral damage. It is to absolutely crush the father. Like the curious case that a lot of you have been talking about the man who was tossed in jail for pointing out how corrupt the family court is, in the fact that the judge flat out gave custody of his son to his mentally unstable and abusive wife. And what happened? His son ended up getting killed. So yeah, that wasn't collateral damage. That was, I'm going to take away the one thing I know you love the most. So yes, not to stray too far from this, a man assured his 4-year-old daughter that quote unquote, Papa is here, as he strangled her to death after killing his wife. A court in Singapore heard Thursday. On January 20th, 2017, 43-year-old Teo Gim Hing got into a heated argument with his pregnant wife, Chung Pei Shan, after he informed her that he didn't pay their child's school fees for the past 2 months. Shan mocked him in front of their child and called him, quote unquote, useless. Well. It would seem that the motive is pretty crystal clear as to why he decided to take matters into his own hands when dealing with his wife. Suddenly, in order to shut her up, he strangled her to death with a towel. Woo! Hands the fuck on. After killing the woman, Hing asked his daughter to sit on his lap and assured her not to be scared and that he was there for her. He then strangled the girl and said, "Go find your mummy first. Papa will come soon." The accused then tried to kill himself by slashing his wrists, but the wounds were superficial. He spent a week in the apartment with the bodies of his wife and child before burning them. The incident came to light after Shan's family reported the crime to the police. Dr. Derek Yao of the Institute of Mental Health told the court that the man was not suffering from any mental disorder when he committed the crime, and his behavior showed planning. Well, I'm not a doctor, but common sense would say actually he was suffering from a mental illness or a mental disorder, temporary insanity. Why? Because emasculating a man in front of his child is a form of mental abuse. It is a straight up mental attack. However, the laws do not take that into consideration. They only take physical attacks, as violence. However, we all know that women love mentally attacking men. Why? Because there's no bruising, so therefore there's no crime. However, the psychic and mental damage is far greater. Women know this, and this is why they love playing the mental games, the mental manipulation, the emasculation, because they know that is going to far damage him worse than any physical attack would. Anyway, he was able to make objective choices and consider alternatives to his behavior. His actions to kill his wife was not something that was out of his control. Actually, it kind of was, because once rage sets in, you lose control of yourself. You revert to a primal state. The doctor, told the court. The court also heard that the man had written 4 suicide notes, which included instructions about how the couple's assets must be divided. A few days after he was taken into custody, Hing told a psychiatrist that he had, quote unquote, no regrets except for killing his daughter. The man was charged with 2 counts of murder and could face the death penalty if found guilty. Well. Now, before I finish what I have to say, let's get to the scorecard, shall we? For style and audacity, I got to give him a 10 because he did this at home. It doesn't get any more personal than in the family home. For method of execution, strangulation is definitely not a good way to go. And he did it with a towel, so automatic 10 on that. Now, for psychological impact, the fact that he regrets killing his daughter, but the fact that he has no regrets for killing the wife, oh yeah, definite 10 on that one. So, Mr. Hing gets a perfect score of 30. And as I stated before, gentlemen, you guys really wanted the previous HMT guy, the Pakistani guy, to get a score of 30. So yes, I will go ahead and update that one and give him a perfect score of 30. So yes, understand something. A lot of wives around the world have gotten way too comfortable with the fact that they have the imaginary shield of protection, the veil of protection, that their husbands are so domesticated that they're never going to turn on them. However, this is going to make a very interesting topic for later on. The domesticated man versus the wild man versus the feral man. Oh, I've already written down that. I'm definitely going to make a video talking about that topic. But yes, ladies, understand something. No matter how, quote unquote, domesticated you think your husband is, he's still a man. He still has testosterone. And all it takes is one event to make him snap. One event. One thing that you do or say that pushes him over the edge. And in the case of this woman, emasculating him in front of his own child was enough. So yes, ladies, understand this and understand this very well. When the power goes out, feminism, that false veil of protection you think you have, and the ability to play mental mind games and fuck with men is going to go out right along with it. That's all I got to say for this one. RPM, I am out.
Murder on my mind, yeah. Losing all my hope, yeah. I'ma do the crime, yeah. Fuck the red or blue, I'ma take the black pill, yeah. Fuck the red or blue, I'ma take the black